to God. God will paint a picture of clarity that we can get through the situation. Verse 33, and Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. You need people in your lives when you are going through a storm, when you are going through a trial, when you're going through a tribulation, when you're going through a situation that is too hard for you to place your hands on it. Because if you don't have the right people in your life, they will do the same thing to you as Saul does. Because they will literally talk you down out of the situation. They're trying to cause you to have a pity party, think you ain't valuable to go through with the victory. But I love as the word says, and me and Sister Tiffany has been talking about this all week, and Brother Bruce and Sister Shannon and Sister Pat and a bunch of others here on this line. It says, if 2 or 3 that is gathered in my name, I will be in the midst. So it's only take for you to have 2 or 3 to be in his midst. And if you have done 2 or 3 in his midst, that will encourage you to believe that you are somebody. But if you have the wrong type of people in your life, now I'm gonna check this out here. They can still agree with you, but they'll agree with you to failure. You need to have people in your life to agree with you for victory. Why you need people in your life to have victory? Because when victory is on the forefront to get ready to come, they can push you towards the victory. They will not push you away. People who does not agree with you, they will push you back and cause you to have wrong thoughts. You can have victory all on your mindset that you're going to receive it. You're going to grow. You're going to go there. But the very moment you have somebody to come in your life, 2 or 3 people, to speak a negative word into your situation, they done kill your spirit. They done talk down your victory. And what the victory looks all that you're going to get there and get there fast, now you begin to slow down. This is what Saul did to David. He spoke a negative word unto David's ear, causing him to not to believe. He said that this giant, this Philistine, has been fighting since he was a youth. But look at you, you're nothing but a youth. Victory does not have no special person to come to. It can come to me. It can come to you who are listening. It can come to those who are on this line. It can come even to a child when he's in a situation where he's in school and he feel like he's not going to pass his grade. He's not going to pass the situation that he's in this test. But God does not have no special person to give victory to. If you believe it, you can receive it. If you had the right people inside to speak into your situation with you, you got it. It only takes faith. It takes trust. It says, trust in the Lord with all their heart and lean not to thy own understanding. But sometimes people have understanding, but the thing is they do not have a heavenly understanding. They do not have a kingdom understanding. What is the kingdom understanding? A kingdom understanding, that means that no matter what's in front of you, you can step into the problem and you can leap over it. That's why David says in the book of Psalms, thou hast given me the ability to leap over a wall. How can you leap over a wall? Well, it takes for you to have the strongness, the strength, and the confidence to be able to lift yourself up above the situation. It's the same way with us. When we're facing a wall, we should be able to leap over the wall with confidence and assurance. Don't stand there and disencourage. But then again, have trust in the Lord. Your trust in the Lord, because he will see you through to have the victory. Verse 34, it says, and David said unto Saul, thy servant has kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock mouth. Took a lamb out of the flock. See, the thing is, when you have victory in a situation, you know that it's coming, you have confidence what you did in the past as you came through it. There are some people in your life don't know what happened to you before they came in your circle. This is where you have to stand up and declare what God did for you before. If he done it before, he can do it again. If he brought you through, You should be able to have the testimony upon your lips. For it says in the book of Revelations, they have overcome because of that testimony. How many of us have a testimony to know that victory is coming? If we had gained the victory before, we can gain the victory again. This is when you can speak into your situation to those who are around you who does not believe like you believe, but you can build them up and give them the ability to see that God can do it again. But the very moment you stay beat down and you don't believe victory is coming, then basically you don't make yourself to believe like them. Where's the lion and the bear? The lion and the bear can be an opportunity in your life. There are many right now in the situation that are suffering foreclosure that's going to come. But God wants you to believe that if you had the victory and He was able to get you out of the apartment, He can able to keep your house. Because the thing is, if He bless you with that house, He can bless you and allow you to keep it. But now sometimes, I'm going to say this right here, sometimes God allows us to see that flow closer to have the ability to have faith that when He want to take us higher to another place, higher to a barren new home, this time you will have the ability to own the land. You will have the ability to own your home without no trouble. The thing is, it's only up to you to believe that He brought you out of that apartment. He brought you out of that trailer to the place where you are now. Don't believe everything that the enemy puts in front of you to cause you to be defeated. Believe that God can put something in front of you to cause you to go ahead. Where is the lion? The lion is something that talks out of his mouth and causes you to feel like you're not worthy. We have people speaking in your life and telling you you're not able to go forward. You're not the one suitable for this task. You're not the one to go forth in this job. But if God has shut the mouth of the lions as He did with Daniel when he was in the lion den, He can shut the lion's mouth who are speaking against you. The enemy will send people to speak against you. Why? Because he knows what is destined for you. He knows what is promised for you. He knows where you are going. He knows that if you can get out of this bed and you done receive a report from the doctor saying you only have 6 weeks to live, that means if he sees you get up and you had the confidence to walk out of this bed with faith and you live 30 more days, then after the 30 more days don't pass, you don't live 6 years, 30 plus years. This shows the enemy that it was a lying situation. What he was trying to do is he was trying to eat you up with the cancer. He was trying to eat you up with the defilement news of saying that you're not worthy enough. No, you get up and begin to declare your victory. Get up and declare, I am a conqueror. Get up and declare, I am the righteousness of God. Declare that you are walking in the footsteps. Because even David said himself, he said, yea, do I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I shall not fear no evil. You shall not fear no evil because evil will be speaking against you, but you can walk through it and know that God is with you. Verse 35, and I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by the beard and smote him and slew him. Right here, we see that if God can deliver you out of the mouths of the people who are speaking against you, if God can deliver you out of the hands of the things that is bothering you, deliver you out of the situation, God can take and deliver you what you is in now. Don't stand there thinking that because your child's on the streets and he's on drugs and he's not walking in the right place where he's supposed to be. Just keep believing, because sooner or later you'll be able to catch the situation that he's in, and God will pull him out of it. It takes for you to believe that God can pull him out of it. But don't go around telling everybody, I wish he'd get off those streets. Another thing also, don't go around and talking bad about somebody else's child who's on the streets. Because see, if you want God to deliver your child, it first takes for you to speak positive to somebody else about their child. Even though I have to speak to the person about their child, but don't go back around gossiping about the people. Because see, the longer that you gossiping about that other person's child on the streets, the enemy going to always have a hold of yours that's on the streets. You need to watch your mouth, as we've been talking here on God's round table this week, how to keep your mouth. And basically, when you keep your life, keep your mouth, you keep your life, you keep your soul, you keep your household, you keep everything that's in front of you. But you have to realize, if God did it before, he can do it again. He can deliver your child off the streets. It takes for you to believe. Because when you believe, as David says here, he said that he took the lamb out of the mouth of the cub. He took the lamb out of the mouth of the lion. And when he took it out, the lamb was delivered. If God delivered you once before from drugs, he can deliver you from sickness and diseases. If he delivered you from being in the place of torment and you feel like you cannot get ahead, he will make sure you will have the money that you need to succeed. Then they would say here, he said, I caught him by his beard and smote him. You notice that we need to catch some situations ourselves. When we catch it ourselves, that means we can literally grab hold of the situation. It takes for us to grab hold of the situation. There are some battles that some people with us cannot fight for us. It takes us ourselves to get up and fight it ourselves and grab hold of it. Because the rebel, if you don't grab hold of it, you will never know the privilege of how you can get out of it. A lot of people stay in situations because they don't take hold of the situation themselves. They want somebody else to do it. But God wants us to know, if you grab hold of the situation, I can deliver you out of it and kill it for you. But it takes for you to grab hold of it, bring it to me. And it takes for you to have the faith to believe if it comes to you. As I stated before, if something presents itself to you, God can deliver you out of it. Verse 36, it says, Thou servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be one of them, seeing that he had defiled the armies of the living God. If God was able to get you to deliver, if God deliver you both, deliver you from anything before, you can be delivered from what you are in now. Not only that, if God was able to lift you up above the situation, he can lift you up above this, what you are in now. This giant that you are facing is nothing but something that causes you to be afraid that you cannot, thinking that you cannot do it. But how many do you know, if you look the situation in the eye, it will fall? It takes for you to make eye contact with the situation. When you make eye contact to that situation, you don't look away from it. You don't place a piece of paper in front of it. But no, you place the word in front of it, and you declare the word over the situation. That if God spoke his word, as it says in the book of Isaiah, if God spoke his word, he watches over his word, and his word shall not return back to him void. Why wouldn't it return back to him void? Because he spoke it. So when you speak God's word to a situation, it will not return back to God's word. That situation shall fall, and when it falls, you will have the victory. Oftentimes, people want to take and press around the situation and think it's going to work out. Now, in some situations, yes, it's good for you to have praise. It's good for you